I spent over 2 in-game weeks decorating my plot. That is the only thing that I did for 2 weeks, and I have my entire plot decorated. I focused on a rustic, cottagecore, cluttered, overgrown sort of vibe, at least to the best of my ability with what the game currently has to offer. In this video, I'm going to take you on a journey through those 17 days and show you everything that I did with a little full tour at the end. On day 1, I started by readjusting the shape of my various plots. For the entire first year of the game, I had very tidy 3x3 squares, but because I'm going for a more overgrown rustic look, I decided to have the plots be less structured and have things in lots of different shapes to provide some visual interest. I added a little bit of fences to start adding even more visual interest. I will add many more. And then I started planting my seeds. Again, as you can see, I'm going through with kind of a random shape, and I'm also going to be putting some furniture elements and things like that interspersed around the seeds. Is it the most efficient setup? No. But is it the one that makes me happy? Yes. I absolutely love these signs that you can craft. I was crafting as many as I could and putting them down. They are so cute. That is what I started doing on day 2, and then I decided to extend my crop area a little bit more and add some more areas. I planted some more seeds and then put down some more signs, and then I was going in and adding a lot more fencing. Again, it's not going to be highly structured or anything like that. It's mostly just little bits and pieces placed around to provide some visual interest to the area. We're basically going for aesthetics over function here, but it does still end up being a pretty functional plot. I started placing a long line of fence around the bottom of my plot. Basically, the vision is to have an L shape from the bottom left-hand corner, and all inside this area is going to be a series of barns and coops. It's going to be a closed off area, but there's going to be open space between all of the barns and coops so that the animals can kind of move around a little bit more freely. I always feel so bad when they're cooped up. I moved my barn just slightly and then started moving around some of the decor items to fit where I was going to want to have them long term. I also moved my main barn down to the bottom, my original barn, dulce de leche barn, and then started adding in some more fencing to provide some separation to the area. Again, they can move in between the spaces, but by having that little bit of separation, it feels a little bit more cozy. I placed these cobblestone items up here. I do end up moving them later on in the video, and then I started placing down a bunch of little details, hay bales, plants, little details to provide some visual interest. I really love that you can craft more journals like the one that you save in, and you can place them around as decor items. It's not functional at all when you're outside, but it does look super cute. After that, I added some more cobblestone pathing, and that was going to be it for this day. On day 5, I did a little bit of gathering. I needed some more cattails to make some log stumps. And then I went in with even more fencing, this time around my orchard area, kind of tweaking things, moving things around. The beauty of decorating is that you can always rely on trial and error. Try something, and if you don't like it, tear it down and do it again. Nothing is permanent. In this corner, I added more areas for seeds. I kind of wanted to extend it and make it a little bit of a larger space. Plus, I really want to fill up almost all of the space on my plot, and I think the best way to do that is just to make big plots of seeds. And then the next day, I decided I was going to put all of my animals in daycare so that I could more freely move things around. It was Saturday market, so I went in and bought some cute decor items as well as some recipes. Then I worked on clearing out some of the areas and crafting a bunch of decor items. I don't show you every single time that I crafted stuff in this video, otherwise it would take so long, but I did so much crafting. It was actually wild. My crafting skill just went up through the roof. With those items that I crafted, I went around and started adding in some more details. I loved doing the stone path right here. I think it's really fun to kind of make it look a little bit overgrown and natural by putting them in different places and alternating between the single stone and the double stones. You can make something that looks really effective and really natural and kind of rustic. I feel like there's probably going to be even more decorative decorating items that I haven't even unlocked yet, not to mention the stuff that we're still gonna get as the game continues in early access. Just a few little tips about where you can get some of these items. You unlock items through a bunch of different ways. You can purchase them from shops, and some decorative items only become available after you upgrade the store. So the general store has recipes that you can purchase for them after you upgrade the store as part of the main plot. You also unlock new items and recipes through progression in the mines, through completing sets at the museum, and through leveling up your renown. You can also get them from the Saturday market and from Balor's cart. So it's really just a matter of checking out all these different things consistently and finding out which new recipes are available for you to purchase. I chopped some more wood because I needed lots and lots of wood so that I can build up new barns. I wanted to add new barns and new coops to increase the number of animals that I can have because I love the animals so much. And then I added a couple more details. And then I decided that this little area that I had built around the Dragon Priestess fountain, I did not like. So I took down everything. Then I went to the carpenter and I got a new coop and a new barn. And on the next day, I placed them. I love breeding the animals in this game so much. I think it is one of my favorite things to do, and so I wanted to make sure that I had lots and lots of space for them. Down here in the bottom right hand corner, I decided to add more orchard space because I wasn't really sure what to do with this area, and I really like having a lot of trees. I think they're a really good way to make passive income almost because they just grow and you don't have to water them or anything like that. So I added a space for more trees, and then I came down and started fiddling with this area again. I just could not figure out what I wanted to do here. I knew I kind of wanted to have some sort of nice fountainy park kind of area, but I just couldn't get the combo right. I will get it in the end. You'll see. I'll get it in the end, and I really like how it came out. It was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, it was a struggle. I ended up crafting these stone paver items and thought maybe I could put those down and then put the cobblestone paths around them, but didn't really like how that looked. So I did end up taking down everything in the end. The next day I bought a bunch more seeds, and I also bought another coop. I went down and struggled with this area a little bit more, and this is where I finally get it. Okay, y'all will be so proud of me. So we have the cobblestone, and then we had the stone tile paths around it with some little details. There's a stone bench here, and then I decided that I wanted to have flowers growing all around the outside of it. So I just kind of traced around the outside with the dirt pathing and added a little bit of stone fencing here. And then from that little park up to the little seating area, I created more of a cobblestone path. I placed 2 coops up here at the top and then fiddled around with the way that the hay and the logs looked right there. And then this pathway that I had created right here, I decided that I think I took out too much of it when I was trying to make it look sort of overgrown and rustic, so I filled a bunch of it back in. And then on day 11, I went in with some seeds and I planted flower seeds. I did alternating tulips and dandelions, I think they are, the 2 flower seeds that you can get from the general store. Crafted a ton more fencing and put some fencing around the new orchard area. I ended up really liking this area. It feels very cute and cozy, even though it's simple. I'm extending the area for the coop here and then putting some details around the edges. Found another use for those cobblestones. Put a little basket of bread right there by the well. Why is there bread by the well? I don't know, but it looks cute, so it's there. Then began the arduous task of moving my chests. I hate moving chests in games like this, but honestly, it's pretty painless, not that big of a deal. And I just created little rows right here, just a simple solution. I never really know what to do with chests in games like this, but I like the way that it came out basically. On day 12, I mostly just spent time chopping down trees so that I could build up the new coops. I made pudding coop, and I also made taro coop. I went to Hayden's and bought some more toys for the animals and placed those around. I wanted to have lots and lots of enrichment activities for them, so I kind of just placed them all around in different areas so that all of the animals could have lots of fun stuff to do. Going in with more cobblestones, adding in more details, creating a little cobblestone path to go from the top path down in between the orchard and the crops area. Again, we're just alternating between the singles and the doubles, putting them in random spots and adding in lots more details. We're getting pretty close to the end here, so there's a lot of detail work and just adding in little items here and there that just really add to the warmth and the busyness and the clutteriness of a farm. If you know anything about my decorating style, you know that I love cluttercore, and so I definitely wanted to add in as many little detail items as I could. It was Saturday market again, and I was really sad that they didn't have a picnic blanket or a recipe for it because I really wanted that for this area right here, but I decided that I was just going to build it up, and then eventually once there's a picnic blanket again, I'll buy it and add it. So here's a little cozy picnic spot, and then I put some flower vases around and added even more spaces to put trees for the orchard. Side note, you don't have to have the 3x3 land to place the trees. You can really just put them anywhere, but I chose to have that just because I like the way that it looks. On day 14, I pretty much just mined because I needed resources from the monsters. And then the next day, we're adding in even more details with the stuff that I got from the mines that I was able to now craft, bought a bunch more seeds, and we're filling in more spots in all of these open areas. Gotta get even more trees, even more wood. The amount of wood that I probably used in this whole project is actually wild, but we got the last barn built, which is tiramisu barn. Then just adding in more seeds and getting everything ready to bring all of the animals back from daycare. And once they're back, everything is now finished. This is the final tour of my plot. I definitely plan to continue adding more to it as I unlock more things. I also really want to allow a lot more trees to grow in. So like especially around my little picnic table, my picnic area, I want to have trees just growing naturally. And unfortunately, since you can't grow trees from like acorns and pine cones and stuff, I just kind of have to let it happen organically and just cut down ones that I don't want and just hope that they randomly spawn in the right one. So that's just going to take a little bit of time. And then obviously as the game continues to update, we're probably going to be getting new furniture items and I'll be switching things up around there. Also, I didn't show myself decorating this part. This is my little area for Caldaris. I actually built this one quite a while ago. It was the very first thing that I ever decorated, but I love this area so much. How are you enjoying the decorating in this game? Are you focused on decorating at all? Or are you gonna wait? Or is decorating really not your thing? Let me know down in the comments. If you want to watch me stream Fields of Mistria and other cozy games, you can check me out on my live streams here or on Twitch. You can join my Discord server for an amazing cozy gaming community. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that you never miss a video from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.